I have started recording. I'm looking at my levels. Everything looks good. Welcome to the top cut of the Winter 2020-2021 tournament. I am Colby. I am Codameron. I am here with Kiramode and Yodaman. We're going to watch their first round top cut game, and yeah, it's top 16. Best of 5 set. No time limit. Daniel was the higher seed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
And
right.
that means he chose the light side to play first. I have their deck lists on screen. I have a peanut gallery currently occupied by Jim and Mick. Say hi.
Hello.
What's
We
up,
will be
Jim?
casting. We're going to try to get in as many games as we can the next 2 hours or something. I don't know. We're going to have a good time. Good luck, guys. I will be around for rulings, questions, and yell at you guys if you make mistakes. Actual mistakes. All right.
Please do.
Bye. All right. They have been muted by that button. Is everyone here? Is this working for the people that are in my Discord? Now Discord.
Yes, yeah, I can see their games.
Cool. Yeah, they're playing on Skype.
It looks like we just have affiliation cards out right now.
Yeah. We haven't done a whole lot yet,
Yeah.
but we're rolling. And I'm just kind of making sure all my settings work. Let's get rid of that.
I like Yodaman's mat. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a dope
That's
mat.
a Destiny mat. I see.
Yodaman, I can't hear you, but watch your hand. You bleed a little bit to the camera. Daniel can see that. Cool. Yeah, let's talk about lists. Let's talk about matchups. So, to be honest, I'm super hyped to see Daniel's dark side list. This tricolor, let's put Palp into a Navy scum core just for Steve, but we're not there right now.
It's all the best cards. Yeah.
We're not there quite yet. Right now we're on Daniel's light side.
Pretty similar, but it's not tricolor. It just has the staple navy with Cat Crash that I think Daniel moved away from because he felt it wasn't doing enough for him. Does Yodaman have Masterful?
Yodaman has 2 Masterful. Double Shizor Cat Crash, whereas Daniel has double Shizor Long Pursuit, and I like that a little better because it comes with more mains for Scheme.
Right. Is Yodaman 3/7 or does he have double Cat Crash?
3/7.
3/7.
Okay. With 1 Z.
With his deck. Yeah.
But Daniel, okay, so Yodaman starts, captures the Phantom, kind of relevant, and has that very lovely turn 1 search and detain.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So we got a Wookiee, a Heat of Battle, and allies.
So he's probably going to give him the Wookiee. Okay, so here's a question. What's going to happen to this? Let's look at Daniel's deck, because I think Daniel's deck is the thing that we have to watch here. He's running the double Wookiees for Chewbacca, and he actually flops Life Debt. Daniel's flop is actually disgusting. Between Cassian Money, Gamma for Force, and Life Debt.
I'm a little bit surprised that I guess having Gamor over another red.
Daniel's never been afraid of getting locked out of anything.
Yeah, it's not about getting locked out. It's about getting squeezed and not being able to play 2 red cards a turn. But maybe he'll get like the Antok money, and that'll help him out.
Daniel's going to find red cash. I'm not worried about that. But it's okay. Daniel's deck is about guns. Daniel's deck has so many guns between Chewbacca's pod, between Hera giving guns to all the neutrals in his deck, Cassian and Antok having extra gun value. Can Yodaman's deck handle this? Well, he does flop the Gladiator's objective, so that's going to eat some guns. Gets a DP20 out turn 1, not elite. Jawa's there for the Force. He's going to have to commit over the Gamma.
Because you're not trying to compete in the edge battle as much, holding back your Navy card to discard. This is a good first turn. He's got a resource, a gunship, a Jawa.
He's going to have to commit the DP20 over Gamma Run, though.
Yeah. And he doesn't have Might out, so Light side's putting pressure on him.
Okay,
I
so
mean, you definitely trigger Gamor here. Here he goes, and he gets a 2-pipper. Oh,
that's
Yodaman
really
knew that.
good.
So does
Oh,
he double commit? I think he does.
Yodaman could have given Yodaman gave him that heat. Um, he could have put the Wookiee War. Did we see what he discarded? Ah, okay. Um, this is actually what I was going to ask about. Is does he have the shadows for the last resource he has, and what does he get rid of? Gamma Run and Life Debt are reasonable options. I don't think you get rid of Cassian's because
Oh, you
um,
always get rid of Wookiee life debt. You have to actually be able to get things off the board.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
underestimate
mean,
the threat of that objective, but you're right.
Gamor means that the dial's going to move a little bit slower, but you have to actually be able to kill light side units. So, very Wookiee life debt all day. Okay, so a bit tougher for light side, but double. Yeah, I think this might be just a build turn unless he has an insane number of allies of necessity.
Daniel's not about to attack for 3-4 turns. Daniel doesn't need to attack with this deck um, until he has a bit of a checkmate going on.
Yeah,
Because Daniel
I mean,
will have a
this is a
critical
great
mass
turn
where
because he's got 2 shield units with shielding. So as soon as he finds,
oh,
oh, they're going in. I
okay,
think we're going to see some allies.
Colby's wrong. I guess these guys are. There's not a lot of downside to attacking with these guys. Um, get the Gladiator, the DP20 double tapped. Okay, you know what? My initial, my knee jerk reaction to this was wrong. Attacking with these guys just, it's not that it's good. It's not that it's good for Daniel. It's just so bad for Yodaman. There's no good block for
Yeah,
Yodaman.
but even if he
That's
doesn't have fate cards or wins edge, he's killing something. Okay, Jawa steps up.
Daniel can just punt on edge here. He doesn't even need the edge battle. Just filter his hand. The edge battle is worth 2 bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just going to see some discards here. I don't know. Maybe there's like maybe he's got several allies. No, there's a Wookiee and what is that Gamor event? Okay.
Yeah. So does Yodaman? Yeah, I guess he does want to win this edge battle. All right. No, I don't. I don't
Uh,
mind any of the play by this. Like I could see Daniel doing some silly things where he wins the force
yeah.
on
I
the
mean,
event.
one of those shields should be gone.
Doesn't matter. No. Daniel just kept the shields.
The Jawa has to focus, right? Oh, I see. He let the focus fall on the thing. That's an option. Oh, he loses the Antok money. Hmm. Yeah, he got unopposed. Not bad for Yoda, man. Survived the first turn. Had a good first turn. He buried Wookiee life debt. That's always a problem objective. But I think Daniel's pretty used to playing without Wookiee life debt.
All right.
Like he always wants to measure the strength of the Wookiees, and how does the deck actually do when you don't have Wookiee life debt? Because we know it's absurd when you do.
Okay. So let's talk about Yodaman's strategy here. How does Yodaman win this game, short or long term? Right. Um, like the short term question is how does he defend against like a dumb attack like that? And I think like getting a 3-gun unit is strong, but long term, that's not going to cut it. Does Yodaman have a 2 tactics 3-gun unit? Like Shizar's a double tactics unit. Like Shielded Rex, Chimera doesn't actually handle effectively, right?
Yeah, Chimera goes pretty far, and he's able to keep Chimera alive with indoor entrapment, but he needs to be able to counterattack and start getting damage on the board. So this is where I love having like Jawas available to just chip away, get unopposed somewhere, bury a unit. Yodaman does have Stalker though. And I think in this matchup, Stalker basically reads count all of the units in your opponent's discard. You get that many bombs.
Okay, so does Yodaman have a faster curve than Daniel? If Daniel plays too slow, doesn't find the right mains, can Yodaman put out enough bombs and or force pressure to win the game faster than Daniel can, basically?
Well, this is where the deck starts to really shine because that Rex is going to be able to strike. Well, actually, maybe he has to win an edge battle because he doesn't have the Wookiees to support him anymore. So he's going in though. He's gonna rumble.
Daniel is just a tempo player.
There should be another shield, right? Shield on Wookiee. Interesting.
Like when I commentate Daniel's games, I like to say, should you defend here? Should you take the force here? But Daniel's just going to go take objectives. That's how we play Star Wars. And this board right here is why I don't think the Chimera is a good enough defender in this matchup. 3 guns tactics only handles Rex, and then you take 3 guns to the face. If Hera's here, that's actually like 6 guns to the face. You lose your whole board.
Yeah, it's a lot. And if he doesn't block it, it's just going to pop the objective. So
a
lot of pressure.
Is there, like, Daniel just goes in with his whole board, and he's probably going to do that every turn, and I'm going to criticize him for it, and then he's going to do well because of the choices that he made, and I'm going to look silly. That's just how this is going to go. But he does have the excellent tempo play of the Cassian money and the Hera money now. Here's a question. How much more disgusting would Daniel's board be right now if
if Wookiee Life Death
was here?
It's just game over. Because like this potentially lets Chimera deal with Rex, right? There's tactics for the shield and 3 guns to kill him. So he can assign 3 guns, and then the tactics probably just falls on him.
Does Daniel have no money, no deflection? Okay.
But he's...
So there is a world where... Is Yodaman defending with just the 1? With just the Chimera?
Yeah, he might just be blocking with Chimera, because if he can win edge, then he's able to prevent Rex from striking, at least. And he can take 3 guns.
If you defend with bolt and win the edge, you take Rex, and then you lose your DP20. But you get shields.
Oh, true.
Wait, how did Daniel get teamwork? Hold on, what's the timing on that?
How did he pay for it?
Hold on, let me ask him.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, can I ask a question for a sec? Hold on. I gotta turn the audio up every time I want to ask you guys a question. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
What exactly just happened?
I'm not blocking. Just let the attack go through.
Yeah, he's not blocking.
Did you edge teamwork?
Yeah.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Teamwork was not paid for. It was edged for a dot.
I think you want to keep that teamwork for next turn when there might actually be an edge battle.
Teamwork doesn't get Daniel any bombs, so if he doesn't use it this turn, he's going to pitch it. This is the sort of play that I'm talking about with Daniel. He's going to play...
I mean, you got to know what else is in his hand, because if there's other good combat tricks, like he needs to actually be able to deploy bodies next turn. But teamwork is just one of those ace in the holes to be able to actually strike with Rex first. Because there's going to be a turn where Darkseid blocks and there's an important edge battle.
Okay. I think this is a terrible sign for Yodaman, flopping Masterful right here without his DP20.
It's some low-hanging fruit.
That's a good Tat Crash.
Yeah, sometimes Tat Crash just steals all the toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if Daniel had drawn that next turn, it doesn't come at the cost of a tempo because of pushing back the Empire, and he starts drawing cards and going in with this board.
Did he take force back?
Daniel didn't take the force. He didn't
Oh,
even
I
gammer.
see. He goes to overtap the DP20.
He double tapped the DP20. He didn't try to take force over the Chimera. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
See, here's my question.
Yeah, that Masterful with that 4 health, that's looking to be attacked next turn.
I don't know if Yodaman needed to play that fleet staging area. He better use all the rest of his $5 on a stalker. Otherwise, I think that fleet staging area is better in his hand. Okay, Golan. There you go.
Okay, Golan can block Rex.
Hardly.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So, I think this is a really strong turn by Yodaman. Instead of trying to win the edge battle, because he's not going to win the edge battle against Daniel because he's got edge 1, and he's going to have 5 or 6 cards in hand, Yodaman's going to defend on the Headhunter? Okay, here's the question.
Yeah, I think you saved the Headhunter's shield for defense. Although you do, it is getting to the point where he needs to start pressing forward and threatening bombs.
Right. So my play here is defend on this monster defensive board. He's got a shield, he's got a Chimera and a Golan. Seems pretty good. Daniel dropping Hera is a thing we can worry about another day, but you've got Endor Entrapment.
I mean, I think what's going to happen is Daniel plays Chewbacca and then let the Wookiee win and just kills the Golan.
Or whatever doesn't get the shield, the Golan or the Chimera. But okay, so here's the question. If Yodaman was Donovan would put 4 bombs and an unopposed into Gamma Run, no question.
Well, it looks like he's doing that.
No, he's...
Oh, you mean he would go in with both Chimera and the Headhunter?
Absolutely. Donovan does that 100% of the time. This looks like just a bad play.
But he should have been doing that earlier. I don't know. He's getting some blast out there.
No. Why does blast matter if you're not taking the objective? Yodaman's going to lose the game this turn.
I don't think Yodaman loses next turn.
Absolutely he does. Interesting.
What's going on here?
Daniel's playing Let the Wookiee Win.
Oh, he plays Let the Wookiee Win.
In end step. Just to get to soften the Chimera or something.
I think it's to get his Wookiee to... But really? What's going on in that hand? He discarded Teamwork. He's got Let the Wookiee Win. He's got a bunch of tricks. He must not have Chewbacca, because otherwise he 100% save Let the Wookiee Win.
Daniel just pinged his Wookiee to give it a gun bomb, and then pinged the Saboteur. Daniel doesn't read his cards, because Let the Wookiee Win, the cost has to be played on a non-Wookiee, but the damage can be done on anyone, right? Am I delusional?
Yeah, you should be able to.
The damage can... The cost has to be paid on a non-vehicle, but the damage can land anywhere. I'm looking at the card now. Deal 1 damage... Oh, no, it is non-vehicle. Deal 1 damage to a target friendly unit, then deal 1 damage to a target non-vehicle unit. Okay. So targeted damage can't go anywhere. So Daniel is holding some combat tricks or some cards in his hand that he really cares about.
Your unit gets wounded and then he rips somebody's arms off.
Right, but you can't rip a spaceship's arms off.
And these are all the rebel saboteurs here.
Shizor's event. Oh, interesting. Can we talk about something? So Daniel's turn 1 was double rebel saboteur, right? Notably, that means he had at least one of them in his starting hand. That was his turn 1. Daniel did not cancel shadows. Notice that?
Wasn't he popped out?
This was turn 0. To turn 1, Yodaman goes DP20, Jawa.
Oh, true, yeah.
Daniel could have canceled the shadows on turn 1. probably wasn't thinking about it and probably thinks that getting 2 bodies on the table is better than his dumb Wookiee life debt.
There is an argument to be made that having the 2 bodies on the table is the better tempo play.
But it seems like Daniel didn't even consider that play.
Comfortable playing without Wookiee life debt as well. But yeah, that he could have saved it. That's true.
And see, this is just Daniel's mindset with this game, with this particular set, but also this card game, is just, I'm going to push my advantage and just not worry about the semantics. I'll flop into another life debt. I'll flop into something that gives me something. Turns out he flopped into another objective. It has at least $1 on it. That's all he needs.
He can go for Masterful?
Unclear. Probably. He's bringing Rex plus 2 bombs.
Oh no, they're going for indoor entrapment.
Brutal. That means he's holding the allies for Saboteur unopposed. He's also floating $3.
What kind of combat tricks does he have for $3?
Either nothing.
Oh, you know what? We might see a spicy Antok event.
He already pitched the Antok event. He pitched that earlier.
He pitched Squad Tactics?
He pitched it
When did
earlier.
that happen?
It happened like turn 0 or something.
Oh, okay.
It was a very early pitch before he was fighting.
Well, yeah, it needs a board, so I approve of that.
I don't actually see what the trick is. It could be the other teamwork. It could just be air. Like, he has 5 cards in hand against 3. Edge 1.
I mean, he doesn't have bamboozles or things like that, so. Okay. Is it just Golan? Or is it both
just
Golan
and... He has Bootleg Twist under Scheme. Under the 1 dot, no steal scheme.
Scheme resolves, except it can't. Bootleg Twist.
Bootleg Very Twist good. Under Edge 1. Strong.
Yeah.
Right.
Discarded a resource too with it.
Yodaman's got to hold a card back. Is that the other Let the Wookiee Win?
2. What card is that he discarded?
It was Hera Mission and Let the Wookiee Win for 3+1 on Rex's 4. Yodaman's only had 3 cards, has to hold 1 because he has to use Endor Entrapment for something. So, okay. Yep. Daniel doesn't go for the ultra greedy call to action, which I'm not too upset about. But Daniel's...
Yeah, no, that's a fine edge card.
Daniel's still holding a card.
Interesting. He's striking first with the Saboteur.
That's fine.
I would strike with the Wookiee first.
Okay, good point. Wookiee first is...
Saboteur, there's an argument to be made with Saboteur of keeping the shields around.
Keeping the shield body just kind of alive.
Yeah. Okay, so it makes sense. Remove the Wookiee. That'll keep the Golan around. And is he going to open up the... Is he going to open up the field for those 2 guys to run in? Does Daniel have any cards left?
I think he's holding a card. I think it's...
If it's an Allies of Necessity, like, that's fantastic. Then you just put a Tactics on Chimera and go take out Masterful.
Daniel is 1,000% taking out... putting a Tactics on Chimera. There's no line where Daniel doesn't put a Tactics on Chimera.
I think he gets gun Tactics, right? Or maybe there's an argument to be made, like assuming that he can keep Golan around to just get double Tactics and overtap the Golan.
I think that gun Tactics with the attempt to shoot the Golan 3 times is a fool's errand because you're going to get it eaten by Endor Entrapment.
Yeah.
So he takes gun Tactics.
He's taking a chip.
He takes bomb Tactics, it seems. I'm just gonna ask. Hey, quick question, guys. Hold on.
Sure.
What icons did you gain, Daniel?
1 blast, 2 tactics.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so there should be 1 more.
So 1 more blast. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it should be a 3 on there. Yeah, we said 1. I forgot you had added the one there. So.
And can I get
Thanks,
a
Colby.
cards in hand count?
I have
We both
one.
have one. I'm gonna play a friendship and edge. To
Yep.
Popsy.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, popping masterful.
And that's
All
why
right.
that's why we saw also Daniel calling it friendship, because Daniel will not say allies of necessity. He will always call it friendship is magic.
Friendship
Ooh.
is magic.
And Daniel.
Take the force.
Okay,
And
so
that Rex.
let's look at some
Ooh, that-
choices Daniel made here. Daniel choosing to focus Chimera is not a choice when you have the other allies. When you have friendship is magic.
Yeah, but he focused out the DP20, so
Right. Instead of the
Yodaman
Golan.
not getting shields everywhere.
I think this is a strong play. Well, okay, so the shield is going to happen no matter what from the Headhunter, right? All right,
Just
that's the
captured that.
tech crash. Daniel put
Okay.
the other draw to event enhancement in his hand with Gamma Run, taking the force. Dials at 6.
So what's the dial at? 7? Oh,
Dials-
it's at 6.
Dials
okay.
at 6, but it's going to go to at least 7, possibly 8, 9.
Yeah, I think Yodaman should be thinking about cranking the dial right now.
Yeah, Daniel's won this game. Taking out the DP20 also takes a bomb away from Yodaman, which is kind of relevant.
Yep.
That bomb on the DP20 would actually be a very nice parody for his other objective. So I like Daniel's choice of that tactics. So Yodaman, what? He's gonna play a gladiator, take an objective, take the other objective, and just kind of scoop. Dial to 10, possibly. Dial to 7, dial to 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm thinking if he gets a stalker, but I don't think he can take all 3.
He needs an extra bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. He needed that bomb off the gunship. Then he could do it.
Wow, I didn't consider the stalker. Okay, so he
A
has.
stalker, well, actually, maybe he hasn't killed enough units. Actually, has he?
He killed a Chewbacca, a Wookiee. I don't know. Good point. Stalker might not actually do it.
Stalker might not have enough stuff in discard.
But that's for the win. Yodaman can very reasonably get to, like, he has 7 points on the board because the +1
Yeah,
objective.
he just needs to play a bomb, and then he can take 2 objectives. So that'll get the dial to a respectable 9 for game points.
If he can play a bomb.
If he can play a bomb.
Which,
Hey, I mean, maybe that Storm Commando comes in.
I want to see a gladiator with a Storm Commando. Okay, so his line to win is exactly Storm Commando, Fleet Deployment Center, a Fleet Staging Area, and Stalker. That is Yodaman's line.
Like, make you discard a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and something to note: Daniel was holding both Let the Wookiee wins. So that's why he played one of them so frivolously, and it worked out.
And Tractor Beam won't even work off Chimera either because Chimera's committed.
You can Chimera Beam. You could Tractor Beam off of the DP20 onto the Headhunter. That's a bomb.
That's a bomb, yeah. So you could strike first with Headhunter, like Chimera and Headhunter take something, Tractor Beam onto Headhunter, free up the gunship, take out Gamor.
But I mean, Yodaman could just be holding Jawas. He could be holding Jawa, Sandcrawlers, nothing, right? And then he's looking at a measly 1 objective and kind of sad. Like, if his hand is anything from Tat Crash, okay, so there's the extra bomb. Do you think? I don't know much about how Yodaman plays. I know I've played him a couple times. I think he's smart enough to go for just take out the objective, right? Yeah, here we go.
There is no reasonable way to prevent Rex from striking, right?
Right. And let's look at the way Daniel's been.
I guess he could like block and shield it now.
No, it's got 2 health, and he's got Masterful. And he can't win Edge because Daniel's going to draw 2 extra cards. And Yodaman knows that.
I'm trying to figure out if he's just like dead to the board.
Absolutely.
But with the shield out there, he's not just dead to the board.
He's absolutely dead to the board.
He's not dead to the board.
You can't win edge against Daniel.
That's not the board.
But like Rex on the table and the draw 2 enhancement in his hand, that's part of the board.
Yeah. But there still needs to be an edge battle. So what I'm saying is, if Daniel attacks and loses edge,
Okay,
does Yodaman still survive? And
okay,
currently,
technically yes, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Yodaman's got to go for those game points. He's got to.
Yeah, played 9 game points. He already pitched 1 Empire Strikes Back, so that's too bad he can't get to that sweet 10.
Oh yeah.
He pitched 1 of them. Would have been nice.
If there's the dial's not at a place where you can just win off of Empire Strikes Back. That's a reaction, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's relevant because Jolly Roger is playing that chain reaction deck. He was asking me too. He was like, "So if Chewbacca reacts and does damage to my unit, and I prevent it with indoor entrapment, can I chain react and do damage?"
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Absolutely.
Because the reaction was flinging the damage. So it doesn't matter that the damage is ultimately prevented. Like, it should be an exciting matchup.
You can chain react to the DP20's shielding.
Chain reactions, do double dial bumps.
3rd shield from DP20, if it's ever relevant. Shield all 3 objectives in one go. Yeah.
Yep.
But the way Daniel's been attacking puts shields on his rather otherwise worthless attackers every turn, which is kind of cool, right?
Those casting are great. They just throw shields everywhere. It's fantastic.
And Daniel's been using that gun bomb shield chud to just go in, and normally those units get locked out on the crackback. And Yodaman can't play the Jawas or do any of that to because they got shields.
Them out, like they actually kill the Jawa. They're going to be able to strike and push through their black guns. Like if Daniel had a Hera out right now, like those guys start looking really fearsome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Yodaman's pushing some stuff forward.
Yep, Yodaman's doing the thing.
Take out Gamor.
Oh, so he takes the 1. Tired of... Oh, Yodaman might defend. Yodaman is thinking about defending. Yodaman's...
I mean, make him actually work for it, do the thing.
All right. Don't spread damage.
Okay, now he's going to actually just be dead to the board.
This is a bad attack. That shield needed to land on the objective. I mean, there could be a tractor beam. Okay, let's say that there's a tractor beam. He's showing $3, Sector Garrison, and...
Does he have Navy money? The Sector Garrison Navy?
Tractor beam's neutral.
Oh, it's neutral. Yeah,
and,
Okay.
Nate Nuring will tell you that Sector Garrison is a neutral dollar.
You have a resource right here.
Yeah, you have a resource. Just say, but his objective was open too.
His affiliation card, yeah.
Yeah, something was just open, but Tarkin was too.
But ignore that. You have a Navy resource right there on that blocker I need out of the way.
Okay.
Oh man, the power of suggestion.
All right. So what's the line? Yodaman goes in, gets a bunch of shields on his units. He sees Daniel's shields and says, "Hey, I'm jealous." You gotta think that Yodaman's sitting on 5 cards. He played DP20 attack, a lot of cards. He's got a 2 health objective and a 4 health objective, and he's going to tractor beam off of DP20 onto the Headhunter,
Yep, and then get a shield on the objective and a shield on Golan, I guess.
Yeah, just
He
shield.
needs an Utini for that. He needs an Utini before Daniel.
No, he already Daniel played that card with a focus, basically, just to draw 2.
There's an action window in between. where you
Ooh,
can-
hold on. I have to ask something. Hey, quick question, Daniel. I gotta turn up the speakers every time I want to ask you. What was your turn just there?
I paid 2 for a catch and then drew 2 off of it.
You draw 1 card, sir.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got the hammer.
I'm not gonna call a game loss on you, but just keep an eye on that. I didn't
We can
even.
make this-
No. Put one of the 2 cards that you drew back. Not randomly one of the 2 that you drew. Not one of your entire hand.
Okay. I know what the 2 cards were. But
Yeah.
I-
That is my ruling.
Yeah,
And
I completely forgot I got rid of Gamma and you didn't flip into
I didn't even
Smuggler.
have to.
Yeah, it just
I didn't even have to
fits
see the turn to know that that was your draw.
Yeah.
That was what happened. All right, crisis averted. Just every time someone plays supply cache, you draw 2 because that's what you do. Daniel doesn't have any yellow cards anymore,
Yeah, you should actually check to see that. That's good. That's pretty relevant in these matchups now.
and like Daniel is showing an influence money. If he plays Chewbacca before trying to draw the cards, then he's fine. But Daniel doesn't actually have that many yellow cards in his deck.
I mean, and I think he got the supply cache off of Gamor.
Mhm.
So he was probably thinking like, sweet, I'm going to play this next turn and draw 2 cards. And then he was still stuck in that.
Yeah, you see,
And
look, there's the Chewbacca. There's that other card.
Yeah,
That
you
is
got to play that first. And there's Hera. Okay, so I think now he just pushes everything forward, right?
and well, noticeably now Rex gets the extra icon. But okay, all the main units are gonna have a shield. All the chuds aren't. If Daniel shoves, he's holding. Hold on, let me just ask something. Question to the board. Daniel, did you draw 1 card or did you draw a 2nd card?
I put the card back, so
So
I'm
you're
at 4
holding
cards.
3, or you're holding what, 4 now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. All right, so Daniel does the honorable play. Maybe he drew the Chewbacca off that 1 card, but he doesn't actually draw the extra card. So Daniel's holding 4 cards. Yodaman's holding 5. All that stuff I was saying about Yodaman not being able to win the edge was predicated on Daniel having the edge 1 and the 2 cards off of
Yeah.
the thing. And when I was saying dead to the board and being okay, when Yodaman watches this back, if he watches it back, he's going to be giving me so much shit for saying that he's lost a game, just scooped out to 9 pass. Maybe he's got a good hand. Maybe apparently he might be able to beat Daniel in an edge battle. Let's pretend that Yodaman wins the edge battle. Daniel's got Hera Chewie Rex. That is 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, if he loses the edge battle,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
he
9
has
guns.
No black bombs besides Rex.
But
so
Daniel's
he
showing
must-
9 black guns on his other characters, which is
Yeah,
insane.
he should be able to mow down whatever's in front of him.
Right.
But he needs to be able to strike with a black bomb unit to get that to get it far
Well,
enough.
How much
And
help
if
does
Yodaman does have the tractor beam, I mean, this is a tough case.
Hold on,
With
so
tractor beam.
how much health does Yodaman have on his unit? He has 2 on the Golan.
He's
Plus
got
4 is
5
6, plus 2 is 8, plus 3 shields is 11 effective health, assuming he has the tractor beam from the DP20.
assuming the tractor beam, yeah.
Right. So
But playing the tractor beam also decreases his edge hand. So
in a perfect world, Yodaman can
he's trying to split.
right. No,
He's gonna split the team.
this is what if Daniel shoves, and theoretically, Yodaman could have more health than Daniel has guns and bombs. So I'm just saying, is Yodaman dead to a shove on board? I think the answer is no. I think with tractor beam edge battle win, Yodaman would have actually held off the full shove, which is kind of cool to see. It's a very narrow line, but it's
Yep.
possible. So now Daniel's got to get creative.
So it sounds like Rex and Saboteur are going against Indoor Entrapment. And then there's enough of a team left behind that they can mop up whatever else is out there.
So can Daniel?
And Chewbacca's on the board. Like that, we might just be seeing Chewbacca nuke something before an edge battle.
So my next question is, can Daniel create a board state where he can threaten all 3 objectives? And I think the answer is actually no. I think that
All 3, he has taken 1, or he's taken 2.
right, but can he threaten enough
Oh,
bombs
I
to like do 3 attacks?
So I think we're going to see Chimera block, and assuming Yodaman wins edge, that objective will be saved. The other team's going to go in somewhere else, but Chewbacca is going to kill the goal in pre-edge, and then just walk through for the win.
Oh, hey, it's a new Jim. This is Jim. You were just in the Facebook looking for stuff going on.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Jim, we are currently watching and recording this Top Cut game between Kiramode and Yodaman. Do you know much about this tournament right now?
No, I don't. You'll have to forgive me.
Excellent. That's even better. Take a look at the board. Daniel on the light side has taken 2 objectives. Who's winning? Or can Yodaman not lose? That's what we're trying to answer. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in at the moment. You came in at an interesting moment because where we are right now. Sorry, I'm kind of fired up. Jim, it's nice to meet you. This is an interesting introduction. I'm a little fired up right now. Okay.
It's all good.
Enjoy the show. All right. Daniel edges nothing, and Yodaman edges 3 cards with 5 dots. Yodaman wins the edge. And
what's Yodaman doing? No, he's just going to lose to Rex.
Yeah, he pops the guy.
You got to put all of those guns and tactics into Rex.
Yeah, and he just loses to Rex. Hold on, let's bring up their audio.
And then 2 blasts. That's just game.
He gets 2 blasts? Does it?
Yeah.
I thought it was white.
Well, he has 1 black, but he gets a black. He gets a black reaction.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking
Yodaman.
his blast was not black.
I forgot he had a black blast too.
Yeah, so
Yodaman makes the misplay.
that was
Hey, can you guys? That was a good game. Rough beat, Yodaman. Can we see your guys' hands?
What I have left?
I had 2 friendships and a Rex.
Gross.
Oh well, that would.
There it is.
That's what I think.
So, yeah, I
don't know why he
you were gonna
didn't
get the
just bid
extra
those
black
friendships
blast there,
with magic.
so. Good game.
Yeah,
I don't think
that,
there was
like-
any way out of that. Like I said, I thought about trying to blow
Mick,
off
is that
the
your
second
cat?
objective
Yes.
and just
Hold on.
giving it to you, but
So the tractor beam could have gotten
Interesting.
you there. The thing about it, so like if you have tractor beam, there's a world in which you can like tap out 3 dudes.
right.
But the thing about that though is that would require the Golan to strike. And
Yeah.
I don't know if the Golan's gonna be able to make it out of it alive.
Right, exactly. That was the problem. I mean, I had the interdictor just to try to do some protect, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Bill. I think not focusing out the Rex there just first was really greedy, like unnecessarily greedy.
Oof, a whole lot of nothing captured here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Oh yeah, I guess I could have tried to focus Rex and then just shoot him. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. That's
Yeah.
the rust. Like, I was thinking I did
All right,
that.
so Yodaman shows some rust. Anyway, Jim,
Yo,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Sorry about that. That was just you caught us like okay, here's the
Here's the
scene.
moment.
Here's the scene. This for the record, this recording of this whatever this is going to be on YouTube, and just we record games because someone's got to record Star
Right
Wars
up, yep. Yeah.
keep it alive. Where we were is Daniel's playing in a light side deck that just is attacking in positions where a lot of players would just not even try to attack. Just Daniel just goes in and in and in, and it's working. And Yodaman's at this point where it looks over for him, and we have a game point system where tiebreakers are determined by how far you get in the dial and how many objectives you kill. And we're saying, okay, Yodaman's cut your losses, go kill the objectives, go get your game points, and he doesn't do that, and he tries to defend. And we were like neck deep in some very, very thick of it analysis, and Yodaman just kind of punts on making a misplay. That's what you just witnessed there. But let's take a break.
Right.
Jim, tell me who you are. Tell me about you. Tell me about you in this lovely game.
Well, I am honestly a Star Wars Destiny player, but my gaming buddy has gotten me into the LCG. I've recently collected just about everything there is to have, minus a couple of sets here or there. So I'm just now scratching the surface, and I'm looking to learn more. And I'm finding that watching games like this is a great way to do that.
Excellent. Well, I'm Colby. I'm Codameron. I've been playing this game for a long time. I've been playing since like 2015, and I've won a couple of these online tournaments. We've been doing seasonal tournaments with limited card pools because it's hard to keep the game going because there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are going to degenerate, towards the end of any card game.
Right.
And Mick, the other guy in this chat, MacRauri, decided that he would make quarantine started, COVID happened, and he's like, look, we're going to do a tournament, limited card pool. There's only 10 pods per faction allowed. Let's do some limited card pool tournaments. And we got a really good turnout because of COVID. And this is our 4th seasonal tournament.
Nice.
The winner of the tournament gets to choose the card pool. I won the last one. I chose this card pool and ended up really great. There's a couple of cards in here that are custom made by both Mick and I over the course of our years. There's a lot of backstory behind that. You won't see much of that, but that's where we are right now. We're in the top cut of this tournament. Mick didn't make it to the top cut. I did. I will be playing the winner of these games, and we wanted to cast them. Mick, you've been playing this game for a little while, right?
From the very beginning, yeah. So Jim, you're in from Destiny?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, cool.
For those who don't know, Mick has not had any titles to his name in this game. Mick is a total scrub, and he's definitely not the only 2-time world champion of this card game.
Yeah, I've been playing for a while.
I'm gonna keep company.
And all around great guy. So you found the right people to learn about this card game with. That's what I'm getting at.
It seems like all right.
And if you don't mind,
with I actually, go ahead.
No, please.
With Destiny, I actually I get professional coaching from some of the best players in the world because we've still got a in real life circuit that we run up in Montgomery, New York, every Sunday. It's a cumulative thing, like 20 weeks, where we're keeping score as we go along.
Excellent.
So I'm steeped in that, but big fan of Star Wars all around, especially collectible card games or living card games in this case. So when my buddy Scott got me into this, I was like, oh, this is another that's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, the LCG model is wonderful. I can go on and on about it. And this is how we keep it going. I'm just going to launch into high-level commentary with this nonsense. And I think at this point you're just going to be along for the ride on this.
Right on.
All right. So, Jim, I love you. If you have questions, please ask them. That's what this game is made of. Please ask the questions. Your insights, however basic they are valuable to me. Okay. Let's see where we are. Daniel's got this deck that is 10 pods. Oh no, Daniel's got a tricolored dark side deck. He's running 5 navy pods. This navy core we've seen. He's running 3 scum pods in Masterful and Long Pursuit. Mick, can you link Jim
Yeah.
the deck lists? I don't know if you care, Jim, but we have deck lists.
No, yeah, sure, that'd be great.
They're not, they're only the objectives, but you can look them up on Card Game DB. Mick,
Mhm.
get him the good stuff. And other Jim is here. Daniel's running a tricolor nonsense deck where he just puts Palp in this deck for Two Gun Steve to come back for free, and just be a force holder. I'm super excited to see how Daniel plays this deck. It is tricolor, which is kind of bold, but he doesn't run Palpatine for the cards in it. He just runs it for the 5 dots. And Yodaman's got a toolboxy kind of deck with double Zeb, kind of afraid of getting locked out. He's got the influence on Zeb, he's got influence on Watchers. He's only got 1 Rex, but double Cassian, so we're going to see how he uses quad Allies of Necessity. Daniel flops the nuts. I think this is one of Daniel's best flops. He flops Might, which gives Elite to his cap ships. Hey, look, there's one committed. He flops Palpatine's objective. Turn 2 Palp is online. He flops Entrapment to defend his Gladiator. Then he flops a 2-money enhancement to play Palp on turn 2. And just as a kicker, he also plays a 2-1 which refreshes all of his ships at the end of his turn. Or one of his ships at the end of his turn. Disgusting flop. Pays more money. Gonna pay 5 of it for 3 of it, 4 of it? 4 for an Interdictor. Okay. Talk about that in a sec. Yodaman flops reasonably. His objective flops aren't as nuts as Daniel's. There is no Gamma. There is no Wookiee Life Debt. Yodaman will only ever see mediocre flops, but they're fine. This is a fine flop. He's got his money, he's got his colors, he's got pushing, and he's got Secret of Yavin 4 to not lose his thing. He flops regular, which is money, and then uses the discount on pushing to get the things out for free. By all accounts, Yodaman's start is fine. Daniel's start last turn was fine, but he took all sorts of aggression in it because Yodaman's was mediocre. Daniel starts aggressive. He plays Interdictor. Interdictor is one of the only cards in this card pool that can be aggressive on the dark side, and it pulls in a guy to defend. He pulls in somebody, and Yodaman's like
it's an important attack. You got to get those Guardians off the board before they have big hitters to protect.
Yeah,
this does leave him. He'll be able to actually refresh the Interdictor, so he'll have a blocker.
Yeah, Daniel's start is just disgusting here. Daniel attacks. Daniel's got 3 guns. Yodaman's got effectively 4 health in his guys, but Daniel just wants to kill the Guardian. Daniel's got Edge 1. Daniel's got a Gladiator. Daniel's not afraid of anything. He's going to refresh his guy on early warning system. This Guardian's going to die. The other guy is
tapped out.
He's got a white tactics. Daniel is okay. I've said a lot of words. Jim, the translation of that is Daniel is destroying this game right now. Daniel's start is so strong right now. Not only is he able to aggress in a card pool that was curated to be defensive, not only is he finding all of his best money and his best cards in the situation on turn 1, he is using it efficiently. He actually didn't use all of his money this turn, but that's fine. Maybe he'll Tractor Beam to refresh his Gladiator, which is already elite. Daniel's losing no tempo, and he's destroying Yodaman's board.
Yeah, having that turn 2 Interdictor lets you do turns like that.
Because he forces him to defend.
I just tries to build for a moment, which is generally okay, but Yodaman has no ready units at this point.
Is there a bomb?
He must have loved the 2 cards he kept.
I'm unmuting for a second. You guys bomb on something from Gladiator? Thank you. Minor ruling. Just making sure game state is maintained.
You have to resolve your icons.
Gotta resolve your icons. It is not optional. Okay, so now we get to play the game. What does Yodaman do now? How does Yodaman get back into this game? Thoughts, Mick? Not back in, but how does he compensate?
I think he answers with Rex.
Okay, so you think Rex is a sufficient answer?
Rex, what's your feelings? Does he have Luke in there?
No Luke. He has dice.
Luke? Oh, he has dice, and so like Rex plus Cassian should. Yeah.
Okay, so he has double Zeb in the deck. Double Zeb won't help him because he doesn't have Terrorist.
Cassian Shud plus Pure. That's
So
okay.
Cassian is a strong choice here. Cassian, when he strikes, refreshes another unit as long as it's not the same color. He better play. There you go. There's your
There we go.
other unit of not the same color. Gives him a shield. Gets him under the interdictor.
We
there's-
go attack might, play some allies, death and destruction.
He's got
If he
4
has
allies in the deck. Reasonable to assume he has one.
Yeah.
This is a strong turn. So, interesting note, Daniel committed the interdictor. That just threatens to force on the crackback, which if Yodaman had just a garbage turn, that would be very strong. But also, Yodaman edged a Wolfman. And I think that played a lot into why Daniel committed the interdictor. Yeah. Jim, Wolfman comes back if you win the force by 3. He comes in for free. He's like a gun bomb, edge 1 unit. Very efficient. And I think that's one of the ways. That's one of the places I wanted to go with this. Is that's how Yoda Man's gonna actually get a board in this game.
Mhm.
But okay, so I like this attack. Like this is a very strong turn. I hadn't thought about it just by looking at his deck, but he is running double Cassian. Might as well play one of them. Does Daniel have to defend here?
It's probably a dead objective either way. Daniel doesn't have he can't have very many cards left over for edge because he had to bid in that offensive edge battle.
He only bid the Shizor, which is a lot, and he played the interdictor. He played interdictor and floated $3 instead of playing Shizor. Look at how aggressive Daniel is. That's exactly how he won the first game, by being disgustingly aggressive.
Well, the interdictor actually does something to Yoda's man's board, so that makes all kinds of sense. Plus, he gets the defender. Like interdictor is almost as good a defender as Zizor.
Yeah, and he gets the value out of. Oh look,
Okay.
so Yoda Man. What was that?
Right.
Guardian and
bow rifle. Bow rifle's in discard. That's relevant.
So things to note here.
No allies of necessity, so that's
right. No allies.
I almost think you got to put the shield on the Cassian Shud then if you're doing that attack. Because now
No, you see.
Now the is dead.
No, this is okay. Daniel's holding a tractor beam. I think that's where Yoda Man thinks is happening. Daniel pitched a Shizor and a Chimera that turn.
Yeah, you got to keep your things alive. Oh, not having an allies of necessity there is rough. And I think you got to take those 2 guns on Cassian.
But like
keep your food alive.
But like let's
turn after turn.
Hold on, I think this might be a punt by Daniel. Daniel better be holding a Palpatine and it's one of his last cards. Because his turn was pitch Chimera, pitch Shizor. Those are 2 mains that he needs on the table for this game, I think.
They're good at winning edge battles, and you got to win edge battles.
He didn't even win the edge battle with the Chimera. He
counting it up. Here comes the Palpatine.
Star Wars LCG. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, I feel less bad about the.
Yeah.
He's just looking at where he double taps.
So you don't play that?
Okay, so he super double taps, floating $4 for other interdictor. For Pilot Zuckuss, floating $1, a Navy dollar. So he's going to manipulate. Manipulate would be gross here. Echoes manipulate. Okay, so Zuckuss. Oh, Zuckuss is Force sensitive. That's a guy to refresh with Palpatine. That's kind of cool.
Oh, hey, synergy.
Oh wait, no, he might not be Force sensitive. He might be Mercenary Pilot. Okay, so yeah, Daniel has just again the nuts, where he double over taps his things. Jim, I'm gonna mute you for just one sec. Jim, you can unmute whenever you want. But so yeah, he has exactly $9 to go. Chimera, Zuckuss, Echoes, Manipulate. This is gross, and he gets and he focuses down the.
Oh, there was a manipulation. Oh.
Let's see if Daniel is winning
We're
much.
Steve. We've got to be Steve out.
Daniel's winning so hard he didn't even remember to flush. Okay, there's the gladiator. Oh, Bill. This is not a case of Bill playing badly. Bill's last turn was fine. He needed the allies to make that a great turn instead of a good turn. But Daniel has drawn all of the gas and all of the fuel to play the gas or something.
Oh man. What's your light side deck gonna do against this, Colby? You're just gonna try to lightsaber deflect your way to victory?
I'm gonna take the Force and sit.
Well, what happens when an interdictor comes out and sucks you into combat each turn?
I'm going to defend and shoot him and then crack back hard. My Yoda costs 3. I got a hut. At this point, Dial's only at 3. Actually, is Dial's at 5 right now? Yeah. I'm fine against this. I ain't scared of Daniel.
We'll see.
Also, the one part of my game that you wouldn't get on this sort of a video is the smack talk. I can get into Daniel's head. That's not nothing.
Here comes Rex.
Okay, can Yodaman take an objective? I think at this point, game points aren't going to matter one way or the other if Yodaman tries to go for the reverse sweep.
Rex can pop something.
Daniel's hit every card right now. Hey, it's Justin. Yeah, I don't see a lot of hope here for Yodaman. He is going in with Rex. The thing is, if you try to defend on anything for Yodaman, he just gets interdicted. So the defensive play is weirdly to attack and like put focuses on your own guys. This is rough.
Daniel, just let this one go. He doesn't even block.
Does Daniel have the win on the table if he lets it go? Dial to 7. He's to pop 3.
Let's see here. Chimera can take the top. Yeah, then he needs a lot of bombs.
Yeah, I don't mind the let it go strategy. The Echoes manipulate. So let's talk about this Echoes manipulate play. That is a very narrow play. That is like
it doesn't present itself a lot because he has to
flop red
for him. Yeah.
He's got to flop red. He's got to draw Echoes manipulate at the same time. And Yodaman has to not play a Guardian, of which there's only one. But all of those things happening is so narrow.
You mean not play a Guardian?
C-3PO.
3PO.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And like, not like the twist, he wouldn't have gotten twisted because it's an unopposed attack. But or like not play a Phantom.
Sometimes you see both of those cards right when you need them. I mean, Echoes is a good fate card regardless. It's the force manipulation that's very narrow, particularly in this deck. But it's removal.
And now Yodaman's not running Falcon. He's not running Trust Your Feelings. He is running double Well Equipped, but what are you going to give to Rex? How is this Rex ever going to become unfocused? Force Cleansing?
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of multi-strike options for Rex.
It seems like Yodaman made a lot of safe choices in this deck. Double Zeb, double Cassian, and the dice, and even the
Double
Obi-Wan.
Cassian is incredible.
But like they all seem like safe choices in the way that they are all coming together, and not like ones that are winning him the game stronger. You know, there's no like wow factor like
It
Phantom
seems like
Chewbacca.
the meta in this limited card pool is double Rex, and for me, double Cassian, and then you go from there.
Double Rex and find 3 colors.
Double Rex, find 3 colors, yeah. I think you want to go double Cassian as well.
I'm on the Jim Kokoros train. I'm on
Shun Cassian.
Shun Cassian, Rebel Jedi.
I mean, it works, but
It's gonna win. It's gonna beat me in the finals after I beat Daniel.
getting all those guys with shielding out, and I know you can do it with Guardians. I'm just saying that you can have Rebel Saboteurs and Guardians of Peace.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
You get more allies.
Allies is hard when all your things cost 2. I don't know. Cassian makes them cost 1. Okay, so Daniel plays conservatively. How did that Gladiator get 1 tactics on it? Did Rex do it? Rex probably double focused it.
Yeah.
Daniel's playing let's tap out your guys. He's not even going in with the other Gladiator. What's his Interdictor attack? What is this attack?
Why is Interdictor going in here?
He wants to...
He gets stuff ready. He gets some unopposed here, some unopposed there.
Yeah, he wants the extra tactics, but he better go in... So he wants to defend on double Gladiator Chimera, or is he also going to go in with... Yeah, he goes in with...
Double Gladiator Chimeras. It's a solid defense.
He also doesn't have might anymore.
Just next turn dial to 9, take 2 objectives, win game.
Yeah.
Bam.
Is there a way that Yodaman can like play Obi-Wan? That's not even enough dots.
Like Rex bow rifle, well equipped.
You can't bow rifle a Rex.
Zeb bow rifle, well equipped.
So here is a point where Daniel hasn't played another enhancement in 3 turns. Zeb bow rifle actually would be enough to turn on Zeb's targeted strike. That would be real. Into Endor entrapment. Like.
Yeah, Endor entrapment. Just discard the.
Into Edge 2 double Gladiator. Instead, we play a.
Keep your vehicles alive. Just keep discarding EV cards.
Yodaman has played a lot of Rebel cards. Okay, so he played the Hidden Outpost this turn. I can't see if his affiliation's focused. His camera actually cuts off there, but Yodaman just doesn't have the gas. Yodaman needed a main. He needed a Zeb. Ooh, Tractor Beam. Onto the Phantom. Gross.
Tractor Beam onto Phantom. Only blocker is a Tactician.
This is a wrap, right?
Should be. I mean, let's hear. Is he just dead to the board? He needs to find focus. At best, he focuses out Chimera. Gladiator can take that, and other Gladiator and Zuckuss can. Yeah, he's dead to the board.
Mist Hunter.
Here's a Mist Hunter.
Look at this, Daniel finding extra mains. Let's bring in their audio.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send.
Jim, you're currently muted.
Chimera
Jim the
Okay.
tank, not
by
other Jim.
itself
Sure.
At the
Jim, what
Guardian
have you taken from this game, if anything? I know there's a lot of things being thrown around, and there's a lot of familiarity and knowledge that I take for granted. Have you learned anything from this game? If you're still around, you are currently muted. Okay, let me know. Let me know if you want to. Oh, maybe I might have forcibly muted you.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no, I'm sorry. If you were talking, then I couldn't hear you. Okay.
here.
It was a one-sided mute. It works different than Microsoft Teams. Um,
Ah,
Jim, what have you learned from
yeah.
this game?
That Yodaman's a pretty tough player. As a new guy, I gotta be honest, my head is spinning. I'm seeing so many cards coming out so fast, and I'm enthralled because the few times I've played this game, I'm going, I just how do you do that? How do you ramp up so quickly? This is phenomenal.
Yeah, so the way that Daniel did that is not only was he able to build up, like he had a very fast first 2 turns. He had can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
This was a 2 money enhancement. This was a non-limited 2-for-1 enhancement. So it loses you a tempo, but he had a 2 money objective. And then he played a free 1 money 0 cost enhancement. So he had some actual ramp. But that's not how he got into such a dominant position. The reason he was able to get such an advantage in this game was because he was able to attack. This interdictor basically says you have to defend, which means my guns are going to hit you when I attack. I can attack with things that aren't bombs and deal damage to your board. And that's where Yodaman started losing this game. When Daniel was able to actually take out his guys. So if you're looking at decks that you're building, I'm going to turn this into a beginner stream. Mick, you should fact check me on this because I might say some stupid shit here. If you're looking to build a dark side deck, the way that the game is designed from a rules standpoint is you defend for 12 turns or 6 turns or somewhere between there, you win the game. So you should defend on the dark side, right? Turns out they printed a lot of cards, and there's a lot of very efficient ways, just in the nature of targeted strike, in the nature of how the dark side functions, in the nature of some of these interactions, that you can attack on the dark side and shut the light side down so hard that that they can't recover. And that's what we just saw, because Daniel was able to attack and defend. There's a Yoda in a set called May the Force Be With You. He is the best card in the game, hands down. He has 5 dots. He's elite. He costs 3. You can bring him out for a cheap thing. But the reason he's so busted, besides everything, is he has an objective that says you commit him to the Force and you refresh him. And to put that into beginner terms, normally a card can either attack or defend or take the Force. Yoda can do all 3. He attacks, he commits, he takes the Force, and he defends. It's busted. And that's what Daniel just did to bring it to this game. He had the interdictor, so he can attack, and attack for not nothing, like attack for an actual progress. And then he can defend on it because he had that 2-for-1 objective that refreshed it, and he took the Force. And Yodaman, with his start, was... I started out saying, Yodaman's start was okay. It was not bad by any means, but it was just mediocre. And Daniel's was insane. So that's how Daniel took over that game so effectively.
Nice.
Yeah.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Cool. Yodaman got 4 points that game. One objective is 4 points, and Daniel got another game win. So, I should update this score tracker. It's on my thing. How many points did Yodaman get in the first game? And he got dialed to 8. Mick, do you know? 4. Dialed to 7. Dialed
9.
Did he get dialed to 9? No, he didn't, because he got dialed to
Get
7.
dialed to 9.
Dialed to 7. Yeah. On Friday, Jim, we did another one of these streams, but we actually had 3 games being played in this Discord at the same time. Me and Mick were doing very similar commentary, but when one game would get kind of boring, we would well, someone said it was like NFL Hot Zone or something. I don't know what that is. But we would just jump over to the next game. We would comment on that one, and then this one would get boring. We would jump over to this one. And there was one game that was played yesterday where
I was bored with parts of it, and then just want to go see that 4-gun Luke smash face.
Yeah. No, but game 2 in the John F. Donovan game was, all right, turn 1, dark side plays a board. Turn 2, light side plays a board, or turn 1 on the light side, they play a board and just attack. They take half an objective. Not great, not bad.
Turn 1 was bad. Turn 1 was the Slicer.
Donovan's?
And, Rex money, and that was it.
Okay, so turn 1, they just kind of do their own thing. Turn 2, dark side says, okay, light side doesn't pose an offensive threat to me. I'm just going to smash their face.
Wow.
Dark side takes an objective, dialed to 4 or whatever. Light side finds a good card, finds an untap, takes an objective and a half. And now light side's in the lead. We cut away. Later we come back. We do the forensic analysis and say, holy shit, dark side cracked back on turn 3, took 2 more objectives, dialed to 11. How can light side win this game? And then light side found exactly the right cards with some extra draws and a Millennium Falcon, took the thing, and there was this great moment at the end of the thing where we go, oh my god, he had the allies, he wins the game! Dial to 11. It was a 3-turn slugfest.
And they overplayed them.
And they what?
It was just all these haymakers.
That was an insane game. That would be very hard to follow for an unfamiliar player, to be fair. But there was that game was very back and forth. Okay, so let's look at this game now. Daniel flops Wookiee Life Debt again. That is that yellow objective. I'm gonna half beginner stream this. It helps slow me down because I need that.
But he's got Wookiee Life Debt in both of these. Okay, so we'll see if Yodaman finds the
shadows.
So shadows soon enough.
This objective here, this Wookiee Life Debt. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you see my mouse here? Because I think it's on my stream too.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
There.
No, it just looks a little funky on my screens. So that basically says Wookiees gain protect. And if that dies, the Wookiees don't have protect anymore. And Daniel's board and Daniel's game plan will look very different whether or not that's on the table. Yodaman has this objective, Masterful Manipulation, which comes with a card that says, take an objective, put it on the bottom of the deck. They'll get a new one. But that's really important in this matchup because it'll turn off that interaction with Wookiee Life Debt. So let's see Yodaman start. This is a good start by Yodaman. He has Repair and Refurbish, heals his objectives. Masterful, which ramps his money. It gives him 2 money, and then if he uses both the money, then he'll put the objective away and basically get free money out of it. But most importantly is we see this same card that we saw in the last matchup. This is the one that refreshes your ship at the end of the turn, and it will let him attack very much more aggressively. He did not flop Might, so this capital ship does not have Elite, and I don't think Yodaman's dark side deck will try to attack as aggressively as Daniel, and Yodaman isn't that kind of a player. But this is by all means, this is a fantastic start from Yodaman. He finds $2 extra. He is going to. Huh?
It's good. It's what he wants.
Yeah, as long as Daniel doesn't come in.
Daniel doesn't have some insane first turn play where he's triggering both, pushing back the empires.
Right. So these objectives. These say if you play a rebel card, your next non-rebel card is $1 cheaper. These basically say give you an extra $1 every turn, as long as you're playing a couple things. Daniel's going to absolutely do that. He's going to play. Instead of having $4 on the first turn, it lets him play a main that costs $4 and a friend. So here's Hera for 3, and he's going to play a Wookiee for 2 or something. No money.
And
Oh,
we'll
there.
trigger both.
Trigger bolt. His
that
money
comes out for free.
his money that would cost a tempo 2 for 1 now is just even.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is free. This turn.
Gosh, and that guy's got an extra gun.
This turn was supposed to
And he
cost
turns
6.
He's gonna turn them all sideways.
And Daniel's not going to not attack. Look at his board. It's great. Yep, here they go. Shield on the Chud, because Hera's not in trouble. That's fine. Repair and refurbish is nice. That'll get some value.
I think you have like you would need too many allies of necessity in your hand to actually make an attack against Masterful with the shield ship out.
Yeah, not attacking Masterful kind of telegraphs that you don't even have. That you don't have 2 allies. Yeah, the shield ship would defend Masterful. The question is, do you think Daniel can hold on to the Yodaman can hold on to the DP20? Is it worth defending here? I think you have to defend here. You have entrapment, right? And allies would mean that the Hera and the Saboteur get 2 guns each, and your DP20. Oh, it wouldn't die because you have a shield. You need to entrapment. You have to defend here. You have to defend here.
It's a painful block.
Oh no!
I guess he can focus it. It's gonna get over. Yeah, it's gonna get over tapped and.
I messed up the windows.
How many allies are there? There's a card.
I hate when I do this. Okay, I fixed it. So, Allies of Necessity, Jim, is a card that says if you have 2 units in this fight and they are not the same color, then one of them gets a black gun, one of them gets a black bomb. It is a really cool card that they added towards the end of the game. It adds a lot of really interesting texture to the way attacks go. Who's allowed? Like, who do you want to strike first? Who do you bring to each fight? And they kind of put them in a lot of sets. And Daniel's running, 4 of them? Yeah, Daniel's got 4 of them. They both have 4 of them. Both players have 4 of them on their light side decks. There's none on the dark side. Daniel just wins the edge. What did Yodaman edge? I didn't see.
Yeah, I don't think Yodaman bid.
That's fine.
Surprised. He's got really good stuff. He ramped hard.
That means he probably was holding, like, if Yodaman's holding low dot cards, that means they're bad. Okay, so there's the entrapment.
He's keeping his thing alive.
So that Chud has 1 black gun, gets another one from Hera, shoots 2 guns into the DP20, but Endor entrapment is that middle objective on Yodaman's side that says, my Navy ship isn't going to take that damage today, thank you very much. Hera gets gun, and then he takes it to the face in the tactics lens and they'll log off. Yep.
The logistics officer.
So that gun from Yodaman, if it lands on the shield, then Daniel puts the tactics into the DP20, right?
So yeah, because that DP20 is going to be around next turn as a blocker.
Bombs. Hold on, I got to bring up the audio.
Yeah, I
Repair and
shielded
refurbish
one,
should now have
I healed
one
the other,
bomb.
and then I healed repair when we started the
Okay,
turn.
okay, cool. All right. There were 2 bombs, one from Hera, one from the Chud. Shielded and then healed, so they didn't even try.
Open. Yeah.
Okay, so Yodaman gets away with pretty unscathed here. Question: Should he have shipped Masterful just to go find a non-4 health objective? Go find entrenched defense? Hello?
He needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs the double money for big plays.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has $6. Okay, so this is what we didn't see a lot of in the last game that I want to see how he uses right now. This Jawa in an aggressive stance. Because Hera is functionally elite, can't overtap her with the Jawa. The Saboteur has a shield on it, can't overtap that with the Jawa. How aggressive is Yodaman going to go with his board to overlock Daniel's, honestly, overly efficient turn 1? Right? Like, I can see Yodaman...
I think Jawa attacks somewhere unopposed for sure. Yeah.
Alright, Yodaman can do 1, 2, or 3 attacks. He has the force, doesn't need to commit. I'm not going to ask how bad could it go if he doesn't, if he just strikes all out, and the answer is very bad, like really bad. But he only has 2 cards in hand. He played 4. He's going to lose that Jawa to an edge battle at some point. I think if I'm Yodaman, I go Jawa to 1, I go Interdictor to another, triple tap Hera, and then I go Headhunter somewhere else. And then I refresh either the Headhunter or the DP20, and I just kind of defend on a shield. Feels kind of bad.
I think I would attack with the Jawa for just unopposed. I mean, the tactics isn't going to do much, and then also slam in with the Headhunter against Wookiee Life Debt. So
he goes in with the Interdictor 2 to get the tactics. This is that ship from the last game, but it only gets to make guys defend if they're unfocused. So Daniel attacking a whole bunch means that Yodaman can't aggress in the same way that Daniel did in the last game, despite having the same cards in the table.
He's not going in on Life Debt.
Good point.
No, I want to get as many bombs on Wookiee Life Debt as possible.
So he chooses to overlock the shield Chud, defend on Interdictor Headhunter. So I guess his plan is win edge battle with 2 cards, or shielded Interdictor and shoot Hera for 2 guns. That's a terrible plan, because here comes Chewbacca or any Wookiee, right?
Chewbacca's his own set of problems, but yeah, he can get a Wookiee. And Hera is one of those things too, like even if you overtap Hera, she's doling her guns out everywhere, so she's a problem even without in the conflict.
How do you feel about refreshing the Interdictor instead of the DP20? The committed
That's
DP20.
Fine. He got the shield. He has a shield from the Headhunter. I think he should have attacked with Headhunter against Wookiee Life Debt, because that objective is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I think the Headhunter attack would have been justifiable. And then you defend on the DP20. You get the shields, you get it, you even shield, like, when it defends, you shield the objective that's being attacked.
Just defend on DP20.
Yeah, and just get 2 shields.
Do what you're going to do to me.
Like, that's what I do here. It doesn't feel good, but that's what his board said to me. That's how it spoke to me.
Oh, what's in his hand? Gosh, this pushing back the Empire is just so much gas.
It's Rex.
I want to see him talk.
It's Rex Wookiee. That's honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
and a mission.
All right. Let me explain this one to Jim. A mission is an objective that you draw from your deck and you give to your opponent. When you attack that mission, it probably gives you a bonus. This one comes with Hera. It says it is free to put on the table, and it gives your opponent $1. Seems terrible. Giving them ramp? Oh, but if you kill it, 1, you get to bounce one of their guys to their hand after you kill it. 2, your Spectres, which is really just Hera, but they get extra Black Bomb, which is very significant. It is really I am ahead. I'm going to push my advantage the hardest way. very rare that you actually get to see this on the table and pop it. I popped it in my round 1 game at Worlds, and I forgot to bounce the Vader that defended after killing it.
Oh,
Felt bad, still won. But I got a lecture from the guy. Ugh, that was the worst part.
It has text.
It's
not
great.
Just that you've blown up.
So, in the question,
Yeah.
how bad could it be? This is how bad it could be. Rex Wookiee, scary. Rex Wookiee mission, just devastating. Because you're going to get set back a tempo. Your whole turn's going to go away.
I don't know if he's got enough to actually pop the mission. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose he does. Certainly with an allies of necessity. We got to see that allies.
So you defend with both. You got to defend this. There's no way you can't put up a fight for this fight. You defend with both, and you punt on edge. You defend your interdictor with the indoor entrapment.
Yeah.
You shield the mission. No, don't defend with one. You gotta defend with both. There's so many guns there.
I think defending with the headhunter's okay. Shield the mission.
No, you gotta defend with the interdictor. That's 3 extra health plus indoor entrapment health.
It's gonna be a dead interdictor.
It's a dead interdictor either way. It's call arms.
Oh, you think it's gonna get bounced?
Absolutely.
If he blows it up, I mean,
he's
I think
gonna
to
blow
push
it
the
up.
headhunter. I'm putting the shield on there, so it's a little bit hard. Okay, there's a sad princess scheme. That headhunter does not have any royal blood.
Yeah. I think the interdictor was really important.
Oh, how many bombs does he have? 1, 2.
Your jaw was in hand.
3,
by the way.
4.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
5.
Where are the icons going, Daniel?
Gun, blast.
No, sir.
Oh.
Friendship
Right.
is magic. There's
Gun
no
blast.
incest in friendship is magic.
Okay. So get 1 gun into you, or 2 guns into you.
I can just
All right, so gun
I can
on
just
Hera, right?
sense Daniel misplaying the rules.
Yeah.
Gun to Hera, blast to Wookiee. So here comes
And he
plenty.
actually needs the headhunter to strike to turn the Wookiee on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unopposed. He has it. 1, 2.
Is he focusing the headhunter? He didn't focus.
No, you just kill the
Who
headhunter.
did Hera focus? Who did Hera focus?
The DP20. This kills the objective. He has the allies. 1 from Hera, 1 from allies, 3 from Rex, unopposed is 6. He needed the interdictor here.
I think Yodaman put damage instead of focus on DP20.
No, that was already there.
But 2 damage on the DP20? I think there's 2 damage on the DP20.
No, there's only
Am
1.
I reading that wrong?
You're reading. There's three tactics. Also, yeah, defending with the interdictor here makes that not go.
One of those are the tactics. Oh, okay.
I'm so upset right now.
Okay, 1.
Just defend with the interdictor. You even get to shield it on indoor entrapment, and you don't lose it, and you don't lose call to arms, call to action. Huge misplay.
What? No, there still would have been enough damage.
No, there's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wookiee 6. It would still blow up.
No, he needed the unopposed. Why did the Wookiee take a damage?
It doesn't.
Oh,
Something shot
I'm
him.
sorry.
Wookiee was getting turned on that way.
Wookiee life debt. Wookiee life debt
Yeah.
forces the damage onto the Wookiee.
Wookiee
God.
Out.
Okay, okay. First of all, I'm bad. Apparently. Second,
your Wookiee's damaged.
yeah. Yeah, this is why Wiki Life Debt matters, apparently. The DP20's never
And
coming
evidently,
back.
taking force does not matter for light side. You just kill everything on dark side's board.
Daniel just turns his cards sideways.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to that? Him turning his cards sideways on
I'm
you?
not afraid of Daniel. Or maybe he can beat me so I don't win again.
You got a pilot, Boba. You can
Yeah.
nab a Rex.
It's hard when Phantoms hit the board. But if Phantoms hit the board, that means he's not swinging sideways with his dumb units.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will
Okay,
admit.
we got a Jawa.
I'm afraid of his light side.
Can focus on Rex. This is good.
That's the same
Isn't
Jawa
it?
from
It's good.
before. Your cat seems to think it's pretty good. My cat's just hanging out
Okay.
here. Good cat.
This meta is the Rex Chimera show.
Okay. Jawa Chimera, probably among the best turns Yodaman could have. Jawa Shizor probably isn't better because of fleet warning button. Security button.
Daniel's only taken one objective. This is
Really? Oh, I guess you're right. Okay.
yeah. Attacked, repair, and refurbish, but didn't really get much onto it.
Okay. Okay. You know, yeah, I'm gonna go on record right now. I'm apologizing to Yoda Man. I think his plays are probably better than I realize. He knows his hand. He knows his board. He knows how Wiki Life Debt works, and I just don't.
It's tough, like losing that interdictor either way.
Daniel hasn't taken the force. Daniel hasn't even touched his force cards the entire series.
No.
On
Daniel
light side.
has force cards.
On the dark side, he does.
The dark
Oh no,
side
he has
yeah.
echoes for his opponent. That's what he has. Yeah. So
he probably doesn't have any commit cards though. I don't need to.
I'm surprised he has sleeves. Daniel, a notorious and self-proclaimed raw dog player.
He has to use sleeves for the fan cards.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the one of fan talk in here, so
and the one of Long Pursuit. So Daniel has
right.
to.
He has to sleeve both decks.
Okay.
It probably upsets him.
So here is one of the downside of Daniel's deck. He has no untaps. He has cast
discard.
Teamwork.
What is that? Okay.
It's a teamwork.
Yeah, he needs the Rex objective.
Yeah, his Rex objective and the Cassian are the only untaps, and Cassian can't untap Hera and Rex because they're rebels. So that's something that Yodaman is going for him. If he can actually get ahead of these focus down guys, Cassian would be a rough play because he can get the Saboteur back. So Yodaman's play was 2 cards, Chimera Jawa. It is reasonable
Chimera
that without Rex, Yodaman could have a strong edge hand here, and Wookiee Life Debt still exists, so everything I'm about to say just went out the window. Ignore me.
I mean, especially if Chewbacca shows up. Like, if Chewbacca shows up, then there are real problems.
Yeah.
Like, Chewbacca let the Wookiee win is just, okay, I get to blow up anything I want.
So, Jim and anyone else watching, Chewbacca says, if I take damage, I deal double that to the opponent, which normally isn't so bad, but if Wookiee Life Debt is around, you can tell Chewbacca to take damage, and then it deals double damage to the opponent. There's an event that says, deal 1 damage to me, then deal 1 damage to something. That something can also be Chewbacca. Right. So you can just give Chewbacca 2 damage, and then he deals 2 damage to 4 damage to the Chimera before the edge battle happens, and then you just walk in.
Then you get all of your icons.
I have never seen someone play 2-drop neutral units so effectively. Daniel makes these units look so strong.
I mean, they are super strong. That's a 3-gun Wookiee there.
Hold on. Hey,
Is the Chimera gun?
hold on.
Did he take Force?
Daniel, what is that card
Turn.
under Hera?
It's a force card.
Force
He
card.
committed her.
We didn't know you had those, Daniel. Oh, proud of you. Good for you. They're corset
Okay.
too.
Then go on.
All right, shade has been thrown.
Yeah, I think Daniel's like, I could turn sideways, but I'm going to take the Force, and then you have to deal with Rex next turn.
Okay, so this is the first time
Shield of
Yodaman has had a
Onto
chance to
Wookiee.
breathe.
How many Wookiees?
There's 2 Wookiees here.
3-gun
Yodaman,
Wookiee.
it's a 3-gun Wookiee because Hera gives a gun and it gets a gun.
He needs to get her shadows. He has to bury that Wookiee life debt.
I haven't seen if I don't think Bill pitched. I'm looking at his discard pile. Oh, it's under. Hold on. Yeah, that Headhunter is still the top card of Bill's discard pile. So Bill didn't discard. I don't know if Bill has been discarding. I haven't seen him move his hand, but his camera's kind of sideways. Bill needs to be more aggressively taking for that shadows right now. There's certainly not 4 cards in his hand that he needs right now. His hand needs to be Shadows of the Empire. Play that before refresh, then draw, then be holding.
I mean,
Shizor
I think the
Twist.
4 damage that's on the middle objective, that should be on the top objective.
The what?
He should have prioritized that.
You think like he's been prioritizing? Oh, you know what? He's probably not prioritizing those objectives because he plans on shadowsing the Wookiee life to anyway and just hasn't seen it.
That's viable. Yeah.
Has Daniel lost a Saboteur yet? I think he lost 1, right?
Did he?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the other game. What I was going to say is
Everybody's playing Saboteurs. It's kind of bleeding together.
Shadows is like one of the few cards Daniel can cancel, but he has no money right now. Yodaman plays the Sandcrawler, which I'm super happy about. Sandcrawler is kind of sad against Rex.
Yeah. It's real good.
Sad against Rex because Rex can just not get guns. And against Double Saboteur, it's like, okay, I'll shield the tactics.
If he just pushes forward Rex, then he could potentially block. Well, yeah, he could potentially just block with Chimera then, but he can't kill Rex because Wookiee life debt's out. He needs that shadows.
He needs shadows so bad. And really, this is all just about Wookiee life debt. The card that I keep forgetting why it's good and all of the stupid many reasons it's good. Wookiees are 2-cost guys that come out for free with Rex enhancement over Cassian objective.
Yeah. He's been playing like 6 cost worth of things each turn, starting turn 1.
Dial's at 6.
Hera is also just great in this thing. She's throwing out 4 extra guns.
Is
3-gun Wookiee.
Is Daniel the only person running double Hera?
I think there's a couple other people on double Hera as well.
Let me see. She's
Drive and Hose double Hera.
What's
he
her
basically
objective?
has the same deck
Haunting.
in the Empire.
Jim's running 1. Yodaman's running 1. Daniel's running 2.
More an Empire double Falcon.
Sir Ivanhoe is running 2. Sir Ivanhoe is the other person running 2? Remember when we played our game back in last spring and my computer couldn't handle it? I got a new computer since then. I got it in the summer. Expressly in response to that game, but also because my laptop was a work laptop and I was leaving that job. But like, I got a new laptop for this moment, so I could be like streaming and recording, and in a Skype call and a Discord call. And you know what? It's paying off. Like, this is why we do it. It's nice.
I like the Sandcrawler on the board. It complicates things just enough for Daniel.
It's the sort of thing that Yodaman needs, but I want to see. Is Yodaman going to play one card and pass?
I think he's got to keep an edge hand at some point. Is Chimera going to attack?
Like, I want to see a Gladiator. Actually, I don't think a Gladiator changes much. It gives him an edge. I want to see Yodaman edge a twist. Maybe he's holding an Utini. That's a card he could be holding right now.
Utini. Rex money?
I don't know. Like, I'm just wondering what Yoda could have. Okay. I'm happy about this. I wanted to see a second unit, and here it is. He's focusing his logistics officer, which means that. Okay, so here's what Yodaman is actually holding. Tractor Beam Utini right now, because if it was just Tractor Beam, he would focus his objective and that Okay, he's holding Utini because he has to float the green dollar. And he double focuses control center, control room. He's at least holding Utini, but I bet you he's also holding Tractor Beam. But that's just been my hot take this whole series is, he's holding Tractor Beam.
Early warning system double focused?
No, that's just the art on the card. And I think I'm also streaming to you in like hyper low quality. On the recording, it's a nicer quality. I can hear. What's your cat's name, Mick?
Yeah. This is Aslan. Yeah.
Aslan. Oh. Aslan's a sweetie. I still got Daisy. She's in the co-pilot chair. You want to see Daisy?
Oh, Daisy.
Have you seen Daisy? You know Daisy. Can you see this?
And yet. I turn on mine. Hey, Aslan. We're gonna no. Doing this.
Oh, you know what? It's actually totally not gonna. It's totally not gonna do it. Oh no! I stopped streaming. That was the wrong button.
No more streaming.
Nah, I got you. You might have to resume the thing. No, just OBS is grabbing all of the camera bandwidth.
Yodaman make any attacks? I don't think he did.
No, he committed.
Yeah.
Okay, so he commits Sandcrawler Jawa.
Yeah, that's good.
Basically doing everything he can not to commit the Chimera, but he chooses not to commit the Interdictor. Which I think is a little suspect. I think Sandcrawler is your greatest asset here, and committing it is a problem. Like, I don't mind the logic of I shouldn't commit Chimera because it might get overlocked, but I do mind committing the Sandcrawler. I think interesting. Yeah, so I'm still reading the Tractor Beam Utini. That's what I see. Yeah, especially with not committing the Chimera, he's got to be holding a Tractor Beam. But like, I gotta say, committing the Sandcrawler is a strange one. That Interdictor should be on the force.
You think the Interdictor should be on the force?
Over the Sandcrawler. Sandcrawler gives you a shield and is your main defensive keystone. Having it on the force.
I think the Sandcrawler is like the unit that you try to push forward and have killed, so then that frees up your force card.
Yeah, but it's the guy that is most likely to not get killed and get double focused and then eat up your force card.
How is it most likely to not get killed? It loves mono blocking.
Because Daniel's going to go in such a way that the Sandcrawler isn't going to die. Double
Yep,
hands.
that's true.
Daniel
Oh
plays
man,
double hands.
and they have guns.
That is a
Oh, God.
4 icon 1 cost unit.
Let's not forget here that Hera has extra bomb.
Okay, so this is if Daniel goes Rex Wookiee, this is the defense. This is the Sandcrawler turn, right?
Totally, yeah. Rex plus Wookiee, that's why you block with the Sandcrawler and get your force card back.
Sandcrawler being a clutch neutral unit here. If that was a scum card, it could be Cassian. See, back in Corset, back in what was it? Edge
Thinking
of
ahead.
Darkness, they knew.
Yep. No, I would want to go in with some of the shielding units.
Is this an attack? Hold on, let me turn up the
What's the
audio.
dial at here?
6.
So next turn, 7, maybe 8. Yodaman can easily take 2, 3.
Yeah, a lot of
That's a
guys
stretch.
back
Okay.
Those hired hands could be just dead to the Force or something. What's Daniel's plan?
Probably. I mean, I think because of the threat of Sandcrawler, you have to push.
So here's the question: is Yodaman willing to take a smack from Rex to get the Sandcrawler killed? Oh, you know what? That Sandcrawler isn't gonna die because it has 2 guns. It has to strike with 2 guns. They're just gonna both go into the Wookiee, and the Wookiee's gonna die.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is.
So Wookiee does not have to.
Hmm.
See, Daniel's playing some 40 chess
Good.
here. And this is why the Sandcrawler isn't as strong as you think it is on this sort of a board. Rex, back when Sheehan training was a thing. I'm gonna go on a tangent here. 2015, Sheehan training Jedi was a thing. This is the year Tom won. And we were looking for an answer, and we saw these. We were looking at Thrawn a little bit, but we were looking at the DSSDs. They have 3 black bombs and shielding, and we loved this unit because it could attack into a Luke or a Luke Curon with Shan training and not have
Mhm.
guns. Like, the ability to not have guns was a really unique
have
thing about these units.
And you don't have to care about edge either.
You don't gotta care about edge. You didn't care you had 6 health and a shield. You always got to strike. Hold on 1 second.
Sandcrawler.
Yep.
Hey, can I just ask what this fight is?
Oh,
These 2 versus Sandcrawler, and then I just went pass.
Yeah.
Can I see the objective, Bill? Your objectives are a little bit off screen.
oh, sorry. It's Endor entrapment.
Okay, cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
if it had a shield or not. Thank you.
Right. Oh, and before we forget,
Yeah,
since you won the edge battle, the Jawa mounts is back to my hand.
Was there an
Yeah.
edge, or did Daniel win it uncontested?
Well, he
I just
passed
won.
and then I passed, and he has edge 1.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Bill remembered his shield. Let's just see.
So Daniel just has to not strike with the Wookiee first, right?
He strikes with Rex. He goes gun, and then
Get some tactics. Probably he got bomb tactics maybe.
Interdictor.
what
Okay.
icons did Rex get?
2 tactics and 1 bomb.
In the Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Your strike.
Tactics,
Okay.
bomb lands on objective for One into the shield,
Yeah.
one in the face, and then DP20 interdictor. So Daniel here not focusing the Chimera to probably like
To basically say, hey, you want to block, your Chimera is going to die.
and there we go. That's how you get under a sandcrawler.
a beautiful play. Yeah.
You just force
Love
it to shoot your guy with guns. And all the while, Daniel's threatening the allies' play, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
All right, so Daniel's
I
taking an
want to see it
objective.
just turn sideways.
Remember that Hera has an extra bomb, black bomb.
Yeah. So he didn't take. He still needs 2 objectives, right? Let's see here.
He has exactly enough bombs to do it with double unopposed. So hypothetically, Hera plus double saboteur can force the issue. Or just double hands? Double hands Hera?
Double hands, Guardian.
Chud squad?
Yeah, so I think he's making an attack that will threaten enough guns to kill the Chimera. Yeah.
Kills the Chimera.
Yeah.
Under
This seems good.
a lost edge battle, but not under a lost edge battle. And also, oh no. Yeah, it will always kill the Chimera, even through Endo entrapment in a lost edge battle. Oh, double entrapment.
4, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh yeah. God, that's so many guns. So many guns.
Well, it's 4 instances of 2 guns. So let's see if Bill wins the edge battle. Let's say 3 guns go into somebody. Wookiee takes some of it. Tactics goes on one of the hired hands. Then it's 2 guns, 2 guns, 2 guns. The Chimera.
You're still 6, and you prevent.
He has double entrapment
so
out. He has double entrapment out, so it would prevent twice. So
yeah, I thought there was a repair and refurbish.
That's on the bottom.
Oh no, entrapment at the top. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's entrapment,
So
and then
he could potentially survive. I don't know if he's got enough Navy cards to discard in hand.
The question is if Bill can survive the turn. Because let's say, remember, Hera's got 2 bombs. If Daniel has an allies, then Hera's got 2 bombs. The Wookiee's going to have a bomb from having a damage. With allies, that takes the top objective. And the way that Daniel staged his attack, you got to assume.
Yep. Yeah.
So
we could be seeing the end of the game soon, yeah.
Dial's at 6. Oof. Honestly, a very nicely crafted first attack by Daniel to get the Wookiee shot. That was really cool.
That was a good way of dealing with the sandcrawler. Yeah.
And the question is, could Bill have taken out Wookiee Life Dead any sooner?
Probably.
Probably.
He probably would have had to go way more aggressive because I think he was. Oh, there's the teamwork.
Can you teamwork? You can teamwork after no edge stack, right?
Yeah.
It's just gross. What a disgusting. That's the best card in that pod. Watch, he's gonna put the tactics not on the
You're
Chimera.
not running it. What's up with that?
You watch. Yeah, he'll get you.
Okay. You don't need to win edge battles when your light side units, your near Jedi units just strike first anyway.
Okay, 2 guns. Tactics on the interdictor.
Mara, you need that damage on your Wookiee.
What a stupid turn. Daniel's just gonna like flash. If Daniel just flashes the allies, then Bill can scoop. This is rough.
I mean, maybe he's got the double discard. Oh no, he lost edge, so he can't focus anything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And the there's a world, I think, where discard and then tractor beam could help. Maybe. Ugh. Rough.
Yeah, I mean, with tractor beam, you could free Chimera up to oppose the other attack, and maybe get the guns into the Wookiee to take it off the board. But
You see, now Daniel can put the second tactics into the Chimera, and it doesn't even matter. There's not even
I mean, I think you just start resolving guns against Chimera, and then maybe.
Yeah, so it
So
prevents one.
8 damage. That's fine. Gonna tactics. Tactics the Chimera just to
No, he
make sure.
tactics the Sandcrawler, which I think is a misplay.
Always fun to bury.
I guess it doesn't.
Sandcrawlers.
It really doesn't matter. Chimera's gone. Like Bill is like debating the tractor beam. Realizes it's not even worth it.
Too late. Okay. Are we gonna see an allies flashed?
It's always an allies. Daniel wouldn't have attacked this way if it wasn't an allies.
I mean, he still probably would have. It puts forth the most.
Whoa! Pass. $7. He didn't have it.
He wants. Okay. Yeah.
To be fair,
This
Bill
keeps
has.
a open. Like Bill is on the win in one turn. Win by taking 3 objectives.
Ooh, sector garrison. Insult to injury. Gotta read it. Stops your own guys.
I actually like that extra tactics on Sandcrawler because. Oh wait, did Sandcrawler go to 4 tactics?
No, that's also the art.
That's okay.
It's got a damage.
How many damage and how many focus on it?
Currently 2.
Okay. I think throwing that extra tactics there is actually important because Bill is able to refresh it.
I thought Daniel was just trying to win there. How do you feel about not attacking with at least the Wookiee to get 2 damage? Daniel the defending's probably fine.
Yeah, he already has 1 objective with A damage on it. Man, sector lockdown's out. Oh.
That just flopped, but yeah.
Better hope that.
But honestly, like the only one that really would have helped is entrenched defense. The rest of Yodaman's objectives like are pretty much moot. Might like
but
okay.
Sector lockdown is actually like. Okay, what are we getting on the board? He needs
just to check. Are there any Jawas in the discard pile?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's the same one. He just
It's the same one that's been there the whole game.
Oh man.
Oh, the Eternal.
Yeah. I've got Gladiator, Black Sun Headhunter, and Chimera in discard though.
Oh, Gladiator?
Yeah, I've got a Gladiator in the discard pile. I've got Chimera and the Black Sun Headhunter.
Understood. Thank you. Gladiator, Chimera, Black Sun Headhunter in the discard pile. Those are cards he cannot play more of. Gladiators. Daniel can't play anywhere Wookiees. Darn.
I actually think that Daniel should have committed the Wookiee.
I don't disagree. I don't think it matters.
Like, it would put Yodaman in a slightly tougher spot because he would have to get another 2-pipper.
Yodaman's turn has to be exactly Shizor. I don't see any line for. I mean, is there any line that Yodaman wins this game? Staring at Daniel's board.
Well, there's always Stalker plus. Well, Daniel probably doesn't have enough units in his discard.
Daniel just has the Wookiee.
Yeah, so
yeah,
the Stalker play do it.
Okay. Daniel has played so safe this whole game, just attacking with these shielded chuds. I honestly have not seen them played like this before. It seems really good. Is that a committal card?
For guns.
Is Bill just committing and then he's going to defend on DP20 Interdictor Jawa?
I'll get the Interdictor back. Ooh, let the Wookiee win. Oh, now there's a Jawa on discard. Okay, so
He does it after Force also.
So he lost the hired hand.
Yeah, he did it after
Should have
Force.
committed that Wookiee. Hired hands would have been alive. Not gonna matter.
Let the Wookiee win damage on one of the Jawa on the hired hands. Oh, he has the shadows. And it gets cancelled. I wonder how long Daniel was holding that cancel.
That's solid.
Because he had like $3 up that turn. I guess he was like waiting for the Utini or something.
Like, at some point, it's just that's another double gun white bomb shield unit.
2-gun.
We haven't even seen Rex money here. Well, I guess we saw it like turn 1 when he was trying to draw 2 cards and he could only draw 1.
That was at the end of the game.
What are we gonna see in this final turn?
Cassian. Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. I want to see Antok. Oh, okay. We got Chewbacca.
This is brutal.
2, 3, and
Takes shielding.
oh, is that the Blue Squadron X-wing?
Blue Squadron. Black Bomb takes shielding.
I mean, he can still get a shield. Yeah.
Brutal.
And he takes shielding.
I would.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
Solid. Okay. So
He probably doesn't just turn him sideways. Right?
no, I think he does some kind of distraction attack. Like, I don't know, maybe it's Rex somewhere by himself.
Rex threatens just taking the middle. Gross. Look at Hera Chewbacca just threatening
Hera
4
Chewbacca
bombs.
sitting in the back, protecting all things. Shields on. Okay. Yep.
Goes to the middle. So let's say Yodaman wins edge. You can put guns in. You can't stop Rex from striking.
So Rex is going to be at least 2 black bombs. There's a Wookiee, but I guess he can.
You can put 2 guns into the spaceship.
2 guns in the spaceship. Focus the Wookiee. Yeah, that's kind of looking like the best outcome.
And then how do you deal with Hera Chewbacca? You defend on the logistics officer and win edge?
Oh yeah, they also threaten an objective, don't they?
Oh yeah. They don't even need a friendship.
So maybe you take out the The tactics doesn't go on the Wookiee. So then you're getting 2 bombs, 3, 4 with unopposed. Have the shield. Oh, maybe.
Show me the twist.
an
Yodaman needs
ally.
to show his twist. Yodaman's holding 5 right now. Late development. There's the Utini we knew about. Okay, so that wasn't a huge edge hand.
Okay. Yodaman goes in again.
I think that's all of these cards.
4.
4 to
Just
3.
3. Yeah, that was good.
Good game.
Yeah.
All right. Good game, friends.
Or Chimera just got worked by a bunch of neutral chuds.
Yeah, I drew a headhunter after I flipped up freaking sector lockdown.
Rough.
That was the only
great.
unit I drew besides the Jawa that was in my hand. I'm like, that's why I said I drew dead. There's nothing I can do here.
That would have been the play where if you if you're able to actually play the headhunter, you can clear off of the what's it called, the sandcrawler.
Yeah.
And tractor beam to the headhunter.
Right.
And then now my attack becomes really clunky.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Yeah, I had the tractor beam, and I had the I had the Shadows of the Empire the turn before, but I knew you had the money open, so I figured you had the Saboteur. I figured you were holding it for a couple turns. Maybe I was wrong, but I was just assuming you had it.
Yeah, the turn where I just played a couple neutrals and passed, I had a choice between a Wookiee or a Saboteur, and I think a Saboteur would have been slightly better for the board. But I wanted to have some level of protection. To do that, I would need him in hand. So
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll just play an extra Wookiee and then bank on a cancel hitting.
Yeah, because I thought of like trying to play it before I went to like, I guess the next to last turn to see if I could get rid of your protect, but I was figuring you probably had another Saboteur at that point. And I was right. So I couldn't really do it. I didn't have a good way to do it. I probably should have went after he Life Dead at the beginning, but that free money was just ridiculous.
So your best play if you're trying to win would have been on that turn where I send all the minions to attack. I think you just need to just let it go.
Yeah.
Because if you lose edge, like the Chimera just dies. But if the Chimera's alive, there's a world where you're like tractor beam, Chimera's double striking, maybe a might.
Daniel, the problem with that is Hera's got 2 bombs. So Hera Wookiee with allies takes an objective.
Right.
So yeah, but I don't know, man. Like if you lose that, I don't think you have any path to victory.
Right. I didn't think I had a path to victory at that point anyway, because I was so locked down and I didn't really have a great edge hand. The only good card I had for edge was Tractor Beam, and I was trying to hold off using it.
Honestly, Daniel, that turn with the attack and letting the Wookiee die to the Sandcrawler was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I sort of realized it as we were going into it, like, oh, I know what you're going to do, but...
Did you have the Tractor Beam there?
I had the Tractor Beam, but I didn't have anything to put it on.
No, because I made a mistake and I focused the Interdictor. You could have moved from Interdictor to the Sandcrawler to prevent yourself from striking.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could have.
Oh, what a play.
I completely missed that. Yeah, I completely missed that part because I was trying to think, how could I keep him from not striking? Yeah, because I had the resources to do it. I should have done that.
I wouldn't have seen that. I didn't see that.
The mistake I made on that turn was Hera needed to be in that attack as well.
Mick, there's a turn where you could have Tractor Beamed.
What's his face? Like if I go Hera with the Wookiee and the Rex, Hera and Rex only have 1 gun if I win edge, right?
Right.
Or 1 gun each. So I can't kill the Sandcrawler on the spot if I ensure that I let the Sandcrawler hit me and kill the Wookiee.
Oh, nice.
So then, but then at that point they have enough blast.
Okay, so where the Sandcrawler does not shoot the Wookiee.
Right.
So
the Wookiee
once
has to
that
revolve his
happens,
gun.
then the
That would
swarm
be a
can
cool-
go
that
in
would
and
have been a
actually
cool
win the
play.
game because I was short of being able to win the game on that turn. But
Yeah.
there was a window to win there, and I actually had to let the Wookiee win. So
So that
on
play
the off
was
chance that you do see the
available
tractor
that
replay,
turn.
It was.
I can let the Wookiee win on the Wookiee to kill himself.
Interesting.
And just put damage
That would
on
have
him.
completely focused out.
Right.
left
There
side
was
board.
that, but
All
I
right,
wasn't sure how good the game was.
guys, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap this up. Good set. I have
Yeah.
2 conversations going on in 2 different ears.
No
Yodaman, bad beats, rough games, but
Yeah.
good set.
So I made a couple mistakes, but I don't think they were the difference in the game. Like
No,
said,
I think
the first game I just forgot Rex's combat icons. When you said what I did, it was completely because I forgot what
Is
his
that a
actual
sweep?
combat icons were. I thought he was going to still be 1 short, so that's why I was focusing the other things. Or
I also thought I was 1 short.
yeah. So
yeah, but
And
I
then
think that Daniel just outdrew and his tools just had you covered.
yeah. No, he played
Especially
great.
that
As always. Every time I play Daniel, he always plays great, and it's always a good learning experience for me to play him, to see lines of play I wouldn't think of. So I always enjoy playing him.
All right. So next time, me and Daniel. But for this time, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Good games. See you guys later.
Yeah, thanks, guys.